Today I'm going to show you guys how to do WordPress. I'm going to share my screen. So what you do is you will go to wordpress.com. This is where you will create a website or from a website. Now, yeah, okay. There are two ways to use WordPress, but I'm not even going to explain the other way because you don't need to know that right now. So the first thing you do is when you go to wordpress.com, you will log in. It'll ask you for an email. Just use your FIT email, which I've already used, so I'm going to have to create a new one. So Ramon Gill 2020 at freshc.com. Continue. It'll ask you for a password. Oh, this is sorry, because this was just the sign in, and I was trying to do get started. So start your website, duh. So that's over here. It'll say Ramon Gill 2020. So you go to get started, not log in, okay? At freshc.com. Okay, Ramon Gill, Ramon S. Gill. Let's do another one. Let's say, okay. So we'll call this Ramon S. Gill 1986. Choose a password. So I'm creating the account. Make sure you save your password, okay? And it's gonna ask you what do you want to call your domain name. So I already downloaded a bunch of content for Apple computers. So I'm gonna use Apple Apple users group. Okay, so we'll call it that. Now WordPress is gonna try to make money off of you, so it's gonna ask you if you want to use Apple users group, appleusersgroup.com, and all this you have to pay for. Do not pay for anything. Use the free version right here. It says free. It's gonna give you this long ass domain name, but you don't care. This is not a real website. This is just for class. So we'll click the free. Let's select the free version. Okay. Again, it'll ask you if you want to pay for a subscription. Start with a free site. So always do the free site. You should not be paying for it. I mean, if you were doing an actual website, then yeah, fine. But this is for class, right? So this is our dashboard right here on the left side. This is our content management, I guess, dashboard. So let me just gotta hide that. Yeah.
Instructions or this video being recorded right now?
It's being recorded right now, and I will email instructions as well. So
okay,
don't just listen, just watch. Don't do it on your own yet, and I will email everything. I'll email this video out to everybody, okay? Yeah, I just want you guys to just watch. So over here we have our main thing. I'll ask you if you want. You can start to give your site a name, which I thought we gave it already. So over here, Apple. And there are all these little pop-ups that'll like tutorials. You can go through them if you want. Apple users group. All done. The cool people commute. Well, cool people hang out. I'm just making this up. Okay, save settings. So there, it's asking you for a site title, a site tagline. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a theme. A theme is the design. So we will go to site. So here we have the menu for your dashboard. And all you really need to worry about is site and design. All the other ones you can ignore for now. So we will go to site. There's a drop down, right? Or you'll go to design. So let's go to design. Let's pull that back up. Let's go to design. And let's go to themes. So we'll pick a theme. The theme will be the design template. And for this project, I want you guys to choose the one called Red Hill, right here, at the very bottom. Do not choose anything else. Themes are created by different companies, and every company has their own idea of how it should be laid out, how it should be used, how the content management format is, and can get really confusing. But Red Hill has a very simple content management format, and it has everything we need for this assignment. So choose Red Hill, okay? So I chose Red Hill. It says activate this design for free. Some themes are free and some themes are not free. This is a free one. Yes, activate Red Hill. Oh, not a definition. There you go. Okay, so let's view the site. So there is our site right now. Very simple, right? So we'll open up the menu over here. And let's go to Design Customize. Site identity. So we already typed in what the name of the site is and what the tagline is, but let's add a logo. So we'll select files and we will go to, I already downloaded the Apple logo. It's adding it to our media library, you know, so that way once something's in your media library, you can use it again. It gives you the option to crop it. Not all the themes give you the option to crop it, but this one does, which is kind of nice. I'm going to get in as close as I can. Crop image. And so now the logo is up at the very top. I will save the changes. Saved. I will close it. And let's view the site. There you go. So we have a logo, we have the name, the title, the tagline. Oh, look, it says resend verification. Oh, your site hasn't been launched yet. Before launching, verify your email address by opening the email we sent you. You know, I'm just going to do that now so that way we don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Oh, email. There you go. WordPress activate Ramon Gill 1986. Check. So there you go. It's now activated. I can close my email. So there you go. So what we've done so far is we have view site. I wish I could hide this. Oh, there you go. Duh. So there's the site. So now we open up the menu again, my site. And I will go to, this time I will go to site and I will go to pages. I want to edit the home page, so I will click on the home page. Okay, here's a tutorial that you can, you can read. It's up to you. Get started. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. Join us for a co-working session and meet other Apple enthusiasts. I think I spelled that right. And I will change this. And if you notice, whenever you highlight text, all these things appear. You can center things or align it left, align it right. You can boldface, italicize. You can make it into a link. You can create a new paragraph block. What is this? Okay, ignore that stuff. I guess underline whatever, uppercase, but let's ignore that for now. So let's go back to this. We don't do Windows. Little joke, but I think it's an old joke and nobody gets it anymore. And then I can change this to like, I don't know, more information. Okay. And there's even more text down here. I can change all this text. When you do your own site, you'll obviously replace all this text with the text that you grabbed, you copied from the company that you're doing, okay? So I will update that. Preview. Oh, you know what I forgot? Let's go back. If you've looked at a page, you can still, I guess we can still edit this. Oh yeah, I'll replace the picture. That's what I wanted to do. I forgot all about it. Replace the picture with this one. Choose. I downloaded all this content before I started the session. So when you guys, before you guys even log on to WordPress, it might be a good idea to download all the photos and to copy all the content you guys want to use. You know, like from the website that you're choosing or using it from. Okay, you can use photographs from the website, or you can download new images from Google image search. Okay, so update. So now if I preview this site, it looks like this. It's got the Apple logo, it's got the title that I chose, it's got and the image, the background image that I chose. Okay, so close that. Let's go back to the menu, and let's take a look at one of the other. Oh, look at that! This is the blog page right here. Now, normally, you know what? I don't. Let me very quickly just do a quick image search. Laptop users. I think it'd be kind of cool to add a new image over here. Yeah, I guess no, that's too small. I want something big. I'm sorry, I'm deviating here. This is good. So I'm just gonna drag this over to my it's not letting me. So I'm gonna do, here's a cheat. If you can't download something, here's a little cheat that I do all the time, especially since I don't want this whole image, I just want a portion of it. I'm gonna just take a screenshot. So Command Shift 4, and you can take a screenshot. So let's go back to our edit page, and I will replace this image also with that one that I just took a screenshot of, which I think is this one right here. Woohoo! There you go. Now I don't want this to be my blog. I want this to be my press page, like where I get mentioned in the press, or where we get mentioned in the press. And so now I'm just going to change that, and I will update. And let's preview again. And so here this is the press page now. See that? Home is that. Press page is that. We also have an about page. So because the press page used to be the blog, is a blog page as well, we can go to posts, and it'll show you all your blog posts, which we're going to treat as press pages. So let's say over here for the first blog post, we will say something like New York Times recognizes geeks. Update. So that was like one of our press items or whatever. We'll go back to our posts, and we have the next one, which is over here. Apple Group featured on New York One update. So you get the idea, right? So basically, the posts are like the blog entries. They can be blog, they can be news items, they can be testimonials, but what's nice about the post is that it's easy to add. You don't have to create a new page. You know, if you want to create a new post, like add a new post, we just type in whatever we want, add new post, and then it'll say something like Apple Group on lockdown. And then we are going crazy. Now we'll just copy paste that. Publish. Publish. Always make sure you publish, okay? Or save or update, depending on the page. So now we have that. So we have our home, which is this. We have our press, which is this. Which we have our about. Which is, oh, let's edit the about. So if you go to a page and you're in preview mode, you can just click on this little edit thing on the end here. So you know what? That is not the profile. That's not the picture I want to use for my About Us page. So I'm going to delete that picture. I'm going to delete this entire paragraph. I'll create a new paragraph. And again, this is our leader. All hail Steve Jobs. Copy that. Let's add a photo. So over here, let us insert before. It'll ask you what you want to insert. Let's say an image. So we will upload. If I had an image in the media library already, we could use that, but none of these are the ones I want. So I'll cancel that and I will upload. And I have a picture here of Steve Jobs. So it's too big. Rather than typing the width, I will just use this little blue thing here to make it smaller. Rather than adding the code left align or whatever, I'll just choose the alignment left right there. And if you want, we can use these things like boldface that, you know, our leader, I'll italicize that. Okay. Update. Preview. So that's our about page. Home, press, about, contact, ignore the contact page for now, okay? So let's go back, let's close this. You know what, I don't like the fact that the press page comes right after the home page. I think about should be over there. So the way you do that is you go back to your dashboard menu and you go to design and you go to customize and you click on menu, and usually working with a primary menu, okay? So we will add an item. Oh no, I'm sorry, no. We will rearrange this, and we can rearrange. All we need to do is just move about up here, and so now it's home, about, press, contact, save changes. And if you look at it now, it's the way I want it. Home, about, press. It's as simple as that to rearrange your menu. So let us go back to, let's see. Let's close this. We don't need that anymore. Now I want to add another page. We'll add a page called, let's go to pages. We'll go to add new page and we'll call this, come on. Oh, it'll ask you for a layout. You can use any of these layouts or you can use a blank layout. For this one, I'm going to use a blank layout. So use blank layout. And we'll call this our FAQS. Frequently asked questions. I'm sure you guys have seen lots of websites with their FAQS. So how do I get out of this group? And then you have to pay us a lot of money. And then I'm going to make the question boldface, and I'm going to make the answer italicized. And I'm just going to copy paste this. Usually FAQs has a lot of publish. Okay. Preview. So there you go home. Oh, look at that. The FAQs page is not on the menu. So just because you created a new page doesn't mean it shows up on the menu, which is actually a good thing because sometimes you want to create a page and you're not sure if you actually want it on the menu. But if you do, you will, let's close this. Let's go back to our dashboard and let's go to Design, Customize, and let's go back to Menus. And we'll go to Primary, which is our primary menu, and we're going to add an item. So we're going to add, and we created a fax page right here. So we will click on that, and it gets added right there. See that? Except I can rearrange it. I can either put it after About, or I can put it under About, meaning it makes it a drop-down menu. See over here? It becomes a drop-down menu. But I don't want it to drop-down menu. I want it to regular. So I'm going to, instead of indenting it, I will have it be on the same left alignment as the rest. Save changes. Okay, so now we know how to get into WordPress, how to create an account, that you need to verify your email. We know how to choose a theme. And remember, let's go back to customize. Oh, no, not customize, sorry. Themes. So remember, when you choose a theme, you choose Red Hill. You activate Red Hill, okay? Don't use any other theme because this is the simplest and easiest to use theme there is right now over here in this among our choices. You know how to edit pages by just going to pages and clicking on the page and editing it. Over here, let's do one more edit on this page, the home page. Welcome to Apple. Update. Okay.
So, Professor, this is easier for the business page instead of like your example of the Dunkin' Donuts page on the.
Yeah, the Dunkin' Donuts page that I created, we did all that on HTML. That's for somebody who wants to really code.
Okay.
This is for people who don't want to code.
Right.
You can just go to WordPress and you can just choose a design and you can start filling up content. The difference is that with the Dunkin' Donuts thing, what's nice is that you have precise control. You can choose how many pixels wide, how many pixels down, how many pixels to the right. You can choose exactly the colors you want, exactly the fonts you want, you know. But the thing is about, but the advantage to WordPress and the disadvantage of HTML is, let's go back to, let's preview, right? So if you design something on HTML, it looks good on screen, but it might look like crap on your phone, right? With all WordPress sites, they automatically adjust. So if you want to see what it looks like on your phone up here, after you're previewing it, you can just choose what it looks like on the phone, and it'll show you what it looks like on the phone. If you did that on your HTML site, your HTML site is going to just look like what it looks like on the big screen. So that's what's beautiful about WordPress, and that's why a lot of people switched over to WordPress, is because they don't have to redesign everything, a separate website for the phone. They can even look at to see what it looks like in a tablet, right? I mean, that's beautiful. Now the bad thing is that you can't design it from scratch. You have to choose a design they already have, and you can't control exactly how big the logo is, or you might not be able to control what typefaces you can use or the colors you use for the menu. or or how far away the text is from the left side. You won't have as much control when you're using WordPress, but the on the other hand, it looks good on the phone. Okay,
Yes.
and it's easier to use. If you became a full-fledged coder, you could actually create your own themes, and upload them to WordPress, and people can use them, or you can sell them, and people do that all the time. There are a lot of themes that you can buy, and those themes usually have more features, like you can control the typeface, you can control the colors, things like that, but you have to pay. The free ones are usually don't have as many features. So let's close this. So I showed you guys how to. Oh man, I got lost now. I was showing you guys how to what? What was the last thing I said? I don't remember.
Red Hill, choose Red Hill.
Oh yeah. Choose a Red Hill theme. I showed you guys how to create pages, how to add posts to it, or add blog posts, which you can convert into news posts, news or testimonials, or whatever. This is the media. You can add, if you want ahead of time, you can add all your pictures, but I don't see any point to that. Just add them as you need them. Ignore all these other things for now. So all you're really worried about is the site and the design. And in design, I showed you guys how to add the logo, how to specify the title and the tagline, and I also showed you guys how to change the menu or update the menu. Okay. Let's see, anything else in here? Oh, one last thing. So this assignment, or what we're doing now is the final project. You are going to take this. You're going to take the website that you found, or the company that you found. It could be a mom and pop store. It could be a nonprofit. It could be a rock band, whatever. And you're going to take the content from their website. Hopefully they have a website that you can take content from. Take all the text that you need and use that text on this site, on this Red Hill WordPress site. You're going to change the name, and then if you want, you can use the same images that they're using on their website already, or you can find new images. You can do Google image search and find new images for yourself. But what would really help is if you downloaded and you copy pasted all this stuff beforehand, before you even went into WordPress, so that way everything is ready. If you notice, I had the pictures, except for that one picture, and the logo already on my desktop ready to go. Okay, so you will create a website for that, a new version of their website, using Red Hill as the theme, using WordPress as the platform. Okay, and you will, now this will be due in 3 weeks at the last day of the semester, so we'll be working on it between now and then. So next week, try to get as much done as you can, and we will check your progress. Okay. If you want to show me the actual site that you have so far, right now we're only seeing this. You can only see this if you're logged into WordPress. If you want me or anybody else to see it, you have to launch the site. You see here, it says launch site. So let's launch this site, and some things are going to happen. Launch the site. Okay. And again, it'll ask you, well, you can just use this one. Apple users group. So it'll ask you if you want to pay for Apple users.group for $18 a year, or Apple-users.group for $18 a year. Again, do not go for any of those. Just go with, where's the free version? Select Apple, let's see. There should be a.
Is it going to show more results, maybe?
No. Let's try that again. Oh, right here. See, I don't type anything. I just use skip purchase. See that? It's it's an ugly word domain name, but we don't care. So skip purchase. Again, I'll ask you, do you want to subscribe and just continue with your free site? There you go. So now it's launching the site, making it a live site. And so now if we view the site, here's the actual URL for it. So I can take this URL, I can go to like Chrome, and I can paste it in here. You could, there you go. So it's a live site now. And if you want me to look at it, make sure you launch it and send me the URL. Okay?
Yeah. Professor, I have a question. Does this apply for like other domain sites like GoDaddy or Wix or like that?
What do you mean does it apply?
The process of setting up
yeah, they're all very similar. You know, when you set up an account, they'll ask you, do you want to use a domain name? And they'll ask you if you want to buy the domain name. If you're using GoDaddy, what you can do is you can get the GoDaddy account first, get the server first, and then you would download a WordPress app. And then you could do it like this. So that's a different way of doing it. You can either go to WordPress.com and open up an account with them and get this, or you can go to GoDaddy and open up and pay for the server, pay for the, you know, like I do, and then you can go to the GoDaddy website and it'll let you download WordPress onto your website, and then you'll be able to do all this stuff.
Okay.
And when you download WordPress onto your GoDaddy site, it's actually free. Unless you want, but then once you're on the once you have WordPress on your site, if you want to buy a theme that, if you can get 3 free themes, or you can get themes that cost money. Either way. So there are 2 ways to that. In the beginning, I mentioned there are 2 ways. Let's just do it this way, because most of you guys probably are not gonna probably don't have a GoDaddy account yet, or it doesn't have to be GoDaddy. It can be RCN, it could be Vario, whatever. There are a lot of companies that offer that let you buy server space or rent server space. Okay. The other thing is when you create this website, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 web pages, right? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. I actually want you guys to have 6 pages for the final project. So we added, it came with home, about, and contact, and blog. We changed blog to press, and we added a fax page. So we need to add one more. You can either add a page about the philosophy of the company, or a services page, or a products page, or a testimonials page, a reviews page, or a pictures or gallery page, or a fax page, which is what we did. So 6 pages. But by next week, I just want you to at least get like 3 or 4 pages done. And let's see how you do with that first before we add the other pages. Okay? Was that clear to everybody? Anybody have any questions? Nobody has questions?
No, this is pretty easy.
You explained it pretty well.
So I recorded all of this, and I will post it. I will send out the link tomorrow morning.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
It's just about like, what can we make this about? Like, can I make it about myself if I want to? Like, can I use the same type of stuff that's on the one that we made for the HTML, or do you want it to be like?
No, I want it to be an actual company, because I want you guys to get used to the idea of doing it for a client. Okay?
Okay.
Afterwards, consider this a trial run, because you're going to learn things during this assignment, and when you finally do your own, then you'll be better, much better. Don't make this your first attempt. Don't make your personal website your first attempt. Let's practice on something else.
Sure, but it could be anything. Like, it doesn't have to be like necessarily like a company. Like you said, it could be like a band or whatever too.
It can be a band. It can be the reason why I said I said a company, because it'll be easier for you if they already have a website, because then you can just copy paste all the content, all the text. And I do want real content on this, real text on this, not just the stuff that I made up. You know, I want you guys to actually have real content on this, so that somebody came upon this page, they would really think it's the real page. That it's not obvious that it's just an assignment. Okay. If you use a real existing website, you can copy all that content. You can even copy their pictures, but if you want to use your own pictures, your own photographs that you found online, that's fine too. Any other questions?
What if by chance there was like a social media link? You wouldn't add that?
No, there's we can we can do that. I'll show that to you next week.
Okay, okay.
So one thing at a time. I didn't want to overload you guys.
I got it. Okay, that's it.
And let's see any other questions. So I showed you guys also how to launch the site. Make sure you verify your when you put in your email and ask you to verify so that they know you're not just some bot or whatever. And let's see, anything else? Any other questions, guys?
How are you doing?
How am I doing? I'm going crazy. How's that sound?
Accurate.
Yeah, I'm going crazy. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to. Well, it's debatable whether or not I was sane to begin with, but yeah. So my friends would say I was insane anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay.
Well, thanks.
Okay, so I'll post this in the morning. If you want, you can play with WordPress now or wait until I posted the video so you can review it. But definitely make sure you have all your content ready to use already, okay?
Yes.
And don't forget the evaluations. And I will see you guys all next week, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.
Right.
Oh, wait. Let me take a screenshot of so I can. Okay, there you go. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.